goat man wreak his vengeance on the Lilliputians, or will the Lilliputians discover what they need to prevail?
And with vow made to goat god, the goat man stormed off toward the Lilliputian village. The smell of garbage in his nostrils.
Meanwhile, in the village with deformity taking over, the Lilliputian Hermione devised a plan.
Who will collect the garbage? If we are not around, we must not run away. We must fight and bring our Lilliputian army together.
Did I hear Lilliputian army? He said Lilliputian army!
Yes, ladies. We must find amongst this treasure chest of our garbage collection that which we can use to slice open the goat person. Here! She broke a glass bottle and handed it to the first Lilliputian lady. Here! We tore open that 1978 treasured can by the goat person and gave it to her. And psh, look, a knife. Gave it to the third Lilliputian lady.
I don't need this pitchfork.
Me, you and I, we will grab this rope.
And at that point, the Lilliputians all did the heart trap.
Ha! 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 Ha!
That was it.
And as it fly over, the goddess flew over, raining her honeyed wine. Oh, great Lilliputian goddess!
We are blessed. We are blessed, Master Lilliputian.
Let us sing the Lilliputian goddess song.
Your blessings be upon us.
Fight with honor.
Drawn by the battle cries of the Lilliputians, the goat man strode into their village.
Mini-Me and Master Lilliputian took their rope
And tied him together.
bound him by the hoof, and the Lilliputian army threw the tin can.
And the first Lilliputian army took her bottle and stabbed him in the heart.
And the other Lilliputian army person held the knife up to his throat ever so closely until a small trickle of blood fell down his Adam's apple.
Slice it open, sister.
Okay, if this'll get us what we need. What is it that we're fighting for again?
For our freedom.
Wait!
Freedom to collect garbage as we wish without the tyranny of this goat person.
And just
Wait!
as she was drawing back her knife,
Wait!
Don't wait, just do it.
do it! I'm waiting for what?
You would kill me so that this one may collect garbage in the woods and bring it back to your village? What use have you for this garbage?
This is our way of life. This is what we do. For we know no other way but the Lilliputian way.
Lilliputian way.
Lilliputian way!
Lilliputian way.
Give it to me, sister. And with that, she made the sacrifice to the fairy Lilliputian goddess.
And from the belly of the goat person came tin cans flowing to the ground. Look! Tin can garbage! Tin can garbage!
But the rope, to their surprise, unraveled from the corpse of the goat person, and without explanation, took away their ill-gotten gold. And they were left bereft and whipped.
Said the goat god as he appeared in a puff of goat smoke. You seek to murder my kind, but he had my protections, and so I sent my rope of collection and abuse to harry you and collect all the trash that was stolen from us.
But he hurt is retribution? What must we do for peace? Anything?
Rising! In the background was the goddess. I know what this is about. It's because I refuse to be with you.
And the goat god pouted because she was right.
And the rope went limp.
How petty are you? You men and your limp ropes. You do not deserve my reputation.
Many other gods have problems with their ropes being limp. It's very natural for a god of my age.
I think it's embarrassing.
Listen. Janelle, can we talk over here for a minute? When you went out with that frog god, it really hurt my feelings. I sent you many treasures of trash, the best of our trash, and you spurned me. So now, yes, I've gone a little overboard and gone on a personal vendetta, sending all of my minions out to kill your Lilliputians.
Why don't you see? I only went out with him to make you jealous.
Really? Oh, it looked like a job. Well, you know what? There's coach trash that even we won't eat. We can give that to your Lilliputians and live in harmony. I can feel my rope stiffening right now. I shall use it to redistribute to the trash that we don't need.
No! No more trash for my women. They deserve better.
You're right. What would you have?
I wish for all the trash to be repurposed in some sort of recycling. So that way we can build new things, towns, so they don't have to go scrounging for scraps.
With a mighty clap of his hands, the tin cans reformed into a gleaming multi-towered structure.
And the Lilliputians no longer scrounged for trash, but became builders and engineers, creating huge cities out of their recycled garbage.
And a golden sparkle emanated from the sky upon the corpse of the goat man, resurrecting him at once.
My son.
My lord.
We have set our feet on a dangerous path. We must learn to live in harmony with those Lilliputians. Let us admire what their hands have wrought.
Truly marvelous. And frankly, I'm willing to eat just about anything, so I don't need to eat the trash.
Let's have some kale.
And thus the Lilliputians, thankful for the resolution of the drama of the heavens, lived in harmony with the goat people. The end.
My friends, as you know, I'm sure because you're smart, the Brothers Grimm did not write their fairy tales like authors who sit at their tables and work from their imaginations. Oh no. Instead, they went out to the people, the folk, and they collected stories told to them by old wives and old men who had these stories passed down from generation to generation, so that over time they gained the wisdom of the collective unconscious of the human race. You are part of the human race. Yes, you are. And you too have access to that collective unconscious. And so now we will work together and tell a brand new story plumbed from the depths of your collective unconscious. So, I'm going to need your help through this one, and now you're going to have to yell things out. All throughout the course of our story, I will pause at certain parts, and when I do, I need you to shout out the next word or phrase that should be in the story. Dig deep into your collective unconscious. Let's practice just to make sure we know what we're doing. Don't be shy now. When I pause, you shout out suggestions. There was once an old elephant. Excellent job. And this elephant lived in a shoe. That was in a tree. Excellent job. Just like that. A long time ago, in a land called
Butter.
There was
Heroin.
Heroin for all. And so happy were the residents of Butter that all they did all day long was riot. And swim and dance. They had no shackles upon their freedom. All except one. For there was one little resident of this town whose name was
Brain fog.
Brain fog.
Brain fog.
Brain fog. Yes, that's right. Brain fog. And brain fog was so naturally fogged, she needed no heroin. And so she was able to see the disarray her town had fallen into. And so, determined to save them, she left her town. Before leaving, she took her...
Social anxiety.
Her what?
Social anxiety.
She took her social anxiety. And she took her... Swordfish. The two things she never went anywhere without. And she left the town. She walked and walked for many miles until she entered a...
Motel.
A what?
A motel.
A motel. She took a room, and in that room, she discovered something on the bed. It was a...
Chains and handcuffs.
A chicken in handcuffs. This chicken in handcuffs was in fact an enchantress who had been cursed by a
corpse.
The corpse of
David.
David was just some guy. But this enchantress was doomed to spend her life as a cursed chicken in handcuffs in a seedy motel until such time that a hero arose to clear the town of its heroine. And so, in an effort to help, the chicken gave words of wisdom to our young hero. The chicken said,
Pass over.
The chicken said,
Pass over.
bury the inchworm. Bury the inchworm. Armed with that piece of advice, she left. But her social anxiety began to grow, and grow, and grow. And finally, she was bowed down beneath it. She took that other thing she brought with her,
Methadone.
which was a swordfish. And she tried to battle off her social anxiety. But the social anxiety grew larger and larger until at last, from out of the woods, there appeared a toe. Which was fortunate because she only had 9. A terrible swordfish accident. Taking the toe, she placed it on her foot where it belonged. And now that she was complete, her swordfish turned into a
Giraffe.
giraffe. A giraffe, of course, is the only thing that could rid social anxiety of its power. So the giraffe ate the social anxiety. As soon as the social anxiety was destroyed, the giraffe turned into
A demon.
Inchworm.
an inchworm. Right? And losing no time, she dug a hole and buried the inchworm. As soon as the inchworm was buried, she heard a loud burst of music from the hotel. She ran back. The curse was broken. The chicken turned back into an enchantress and looked exactly like
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. He's everywhere. Well, now, with the Justin Bieber look-alike enchantress by her side, the inchworm buried, the two of them went back to the land where they were finally prepared to rid the town of heroin. They did this by plucking a apple from a
Tree.
Sometimes it's right there. They took that apple back to the village, and when she rolled the apple into the street, people saw fresh food for the first time. You see, it was a food desert where she lived. But the apple began to multiply, and not only apples grew out of its core, but
Filet mignon.
filet mignon, and toast, and avocado, and even an inchworm. Because what the hell? Suddenly, being nourished for the first time with good food, heroin had no place in this land anymore. The heroin was washed away, and all of the residents made our hero their bug's life, which meant nothing. But they were still kind of dazed from the heroin. And they all lived happily ever after.
The typical horrible teenage son in the litter box. A little brother and a little sister were once playing by a litter box, and while they were thus playing, they both fell in. A typical horrible teenage son lived down below, who said,
Mom! I'm going to adopt 10 cats. Mom!
You shall do no such thing. Do you remember what happened to those 9 newts you wanted to adopt?
How was I supposed to know that witch wanted them back? Their eyes are really expensive or something.
Well, what do you want 10 cats for? We have 2 children that just fell into our little litter box world.
Now, Cody, I know I'm not your real dad. We talked about this, and you can't speak to your mother that way, Cody. It just won't do. Cody, are you texting? Are you paying attention?
Cody, I think Randy is trying to say that it's just a bad idea. Adopt these children instead. They fell right into our litter box.
Huh? What do you say, Slugger? Huh? 2 children, a brother and a sister?
They can play catch with you and Randy and make it less awkward.
I got 3 likes on this Instagram post about the cats I'm going to adopt. Fine. I'll adopt these stupid kids. Come on, stupid kids.
And with that, he lifted them up with very mean hands and grabbed us in a painful way.
But in a totally inappropriately painful way.
I don't know, Susan. I just feel like we're not connecting.
It's okay, Randy. Give it time. Maybe those children will help. Let's go play bridge.
Okay.
And they did.
In the meantime, the witch in the forest was looking for cats. Where am
Later that night, the runtiest of the cats spoke to his cat friend. Now, there was a boy from the litter box world
Yes.
who was going to adopt us.
Oh.
We were going to be saved, but he has been distracted by humans who fell into the litter box world.
Oh, this is terrible.
We must go into the litter box world, destroy those human children, so the litter box boy will adopt us and rescue us from the witch.
Yes.
But first, we must kill her.
Yes.
Run along, my pretties!
But
No, run along!
instead of running along, they attack!
I would melt when I can!
And they devoured her, spreading her guts across the forest, just for fun. Come quickly, cats, into the litter box world to find the boy.
Back in the litter box world, otherwise known as the Creek of Walnuts, the typical teenage boy was eating a Hot Pocket.
Son, did you burn your mouth on the Hot Pocket again?
Yeah, I didn't take it out of the sleeve.
I told you to blow on it first.
If you were nice to us, I would have given you a warning.
Oh, all right. You guys want some?
Papa, we are so hungry. Please feed us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Creepy little twins. Here. Would you like some Hot Pocket?
Yes, Papa.
It's ham cheddar. You ate it like creepy twins too. All right, what's the deal with you two? You're